Hey guys, hope you're well. Nikolai is here again. Uh, for this last week, I've been into Redwood Grove up in the Northern California, staying in this beautiful uh, hermitage with the Buddhist nuns. And it's not my first time here. I've been here before, and I just would like to share some thoughts that I think are important. Um, yeah, right behind me you can see that's a small dwelling space in the woods. There is no running water, no electricity, just mattress on the floor, a little stove, wood stove, tiny one, nothing else. You're surrounded by the woods, and it's absolutely beautiful experience to be here. And I love to come back here every single time. Like I said, it's not my first time here, so first of all, I would highly recommend to all of you find the time in your life and uh, and spend time on your own, away from your friends, away from your parents, away from your family, from job, from any amazing projects that you have. Just leave it all for like a week, 10 days. Just go camp somewhere in the woods. No people around. Just you. No one else. Yeah. Yeah, the thoughts I would like to share today is a of course related to the the states of mind that you go through when you're sick. Uh, and Some of you might not know that, you know, I have schizophrenia. It's an incurable disease. I've been having it for 3 years. Been many times, 9 times actually, in a mental facility because I couldn't handle it. ER room 11 times, all kinds of things, therapists, pills, everything. Nothing would work. It only would make me feel worse and worse. And I became very suicidal many times thought about killing myself. Actually was looking for a gun at a gun store in Los Angeles. Was actually planning hanging myself many times. uh, so when you get sick, like you have cancer, let's say, or diabetes, or any mental disease, any kind of disease, or it's not even supposed to be a disease, it's just a something happens in your life. And let's say you lose your job, and you cannot provide for your family anymore, and you have children, and and your wife or your husband leaves you, and all of a sudden you start thinking about yourself like you're not worthy, you're hopeless, you're helpless, you become depressed, and you start going this down the spiral, all the way down to suicidal thoughts, drugs, and all that stuff. And it's not a good place to be. And one thing that I learned out of last 3 years of my life while I've been sick, and again I'm saying sick just for convenience reason. It's not a I'm not sick. I have schizophrenia, but I'm not sick. When you I identify with your physical or mental state, then you become that. You know, it's like you want to eat, but you don't have to be hungry. Like, just don't be hungry even when you want some food. You can experience it, but don't identify with it. Yeah, so the same with the disease. I have schizophrenia, and it used to be horrible, and now I'm almost out of it, even though officially it's incurable, but almost out of it, like 90% probably. And if you want to know how, then just watch the previous videos. You can find it there, and it's actually in description to this channel, to the Facebook page, Instagram page, all of it. All this online activity that I'm doing is to help people to cure themselves, to heal from disease, from depression, from all of that. You just check the description to the page, to the YouTube channel, and you'll find it there. But back to the point of this video is what I learned out of these 3 years of being schizophrenical is, everybody can start telling you you are not what you used to be. We don't like you anymore. We don't want to spend time with you anymore. We don't want to talk to you anymore. You start feeling sorry for yourself, depressed, but just don't identify with those states of mind. People's opinion are people's opinion. Just be a person with a straight mind. Just realizing, yeah, this is what I'm going through, but I won't let it destroy my life. I won't let it destroy me. And it doesn't have to be hard or I'm gonna fight it. There is no fight. It's just there. Schizophrenia is there. I don't care about it. I do what needs to be done to get rid of it, but it's not ruining my life. It's not telling me how to live my life anymore. Or you sick, then you're not able to do certain things in your life because you're sick. It's not for sick people. I'm not sick. I'm in a, I wouldn't say in a perfect physical health, but I'm in a very good physical shape. I'm, as far as my mind goes, I meditate. I can't say daily, but close to it as much as I can. I'm a practicing Buddhist. It's, actually at this point of my life, I feel more clear in my mind than ever before, ever. So that schizophrenia thing, it's just a thing, it just hangs out there, does its thing, silly little thing, and doesn't mean anything. It's not gonna ruin my life anymore the way it used to. For 3 years I thought, oh, I'm sick, I cannot do certain things. What if I go crazy later? How can I get in a certain job or certain relationship or anything? But I'm sick. How can I do it? It's not for sick people. If you're sick, you have to be depressed and then just be on your own depressed. It's not true. Just don't identify with your sickness or your depression, or which is also sickness, and it also can be cured just like anything else. So, in the first step to healing and curing yourself, is just stop identifying with what's happening with you. Just simply be aware, oh, I have this physical condition or mental condition, or I lost my job, or this is what's happening, but it's not because I'm a loser. It happens to people. You just, you get fired and that's it, or you lose your money, you invest in the wrong way, you lose your entire money, and it doesn't mean you are a loser. It just happens to all of us, you know. So don't identify with the states of mind or physical states that's a present in your life. Just be aware of those. Take steps to fix it, to get out of that situation, and keep on moving. That's basically the main point of this video. Don't get lost in a chaos of life. It's not your chaos. It's not your mess. It's a life mess. Just life happens. People can lie to you. Sometimes we can lie to people. We always say, oh, people, but we also people. We also do some silly things sometimes. So just don't get lost in it. Make sure you steady, you centered, you present, you grounded, you know who you are, you know why you're here, you know where you're moving, you know why you're moving there, what you want to get out of it, and how you're gonna get there. Write it down on a piece of paper and just keep taking steps, small steps, every single day, consistently. Some days you have more energy, so you make 10 steps. Another day you don't have any energy, so you just barely make a half of the step, but you're still moving. You know, there is this expression: if you cannot walk towards your goal, you just lay towards your goal, lay down and just look over there, but don't lose the sight of your goal. And yeah, I suppose it doesn't matter who you are, where you live, how old you are, what's your gender. Your ultimate goal is just to be happy, right? Some of us think we need more money to be happy. Some of us think we need more health to be happy. I don't know, the family, the partner, the children, whatever, to be happy, right? So just figure out, what do you need to actually to be happy. Think about it carefully. Write it down and every day make a small steps toward that goal. You know, yeah. My personal goal is to ordain as a Buddhist monk in probably in a year or year and a half. So I'm taking steps towards that goal, visiting monasteries, learning, serving, um, and doing all the practical things that I need to do to get there. Healing myself, making sure I'm good financially, this, that, all the small steps. There are no small things. I'm here in a redwood forest, and one thing that I learned from the redwood trees, when you look closely on its bark, you see it's a huge chunks of the bark, very very thick and big chunks. But when you look closely, you see each chunk of the bark made of tiny tiny strings. I don't know, like a billions of the strings, tiny, and one string is it's like it's nothing. It's super fragile. You cannot even you can barely see it when you look at it, but they're there. So one thing that I learned from these trees is there are no small things. Redwood bark made of strings, you know? So make sure you go to bed on time, you get enough rest, you get up on time. Make sure you do at least 20 minutes of exercise in the morning or somewhere in the middle of the day, in the evening, doesn't matter, but don't abandon your body, don't neglect it. Make sure instead of soda, you have a water, instead of burger, you have an apple. Instead of watching some silly show that doesn't take you anywhere, you meditate for, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes a day. Yeah. So it might be maybe probably a little random and too much that I said here. I'm not sure how it's gonna come out on actual video, but yeah. The point is, do not lose yourself in a chaos of life. Do not identify with your sickness, physical, mental, financial situation, job situation. If everybody else live in you, or your friends, your family, it doesn't matter. And it happens, you know. Uh, there's a very personal thing. I reached out to my brother, who's a business owner, very successful business owner, and I reached out to him and I said, "Hey, this and that. Uh, can I borrow a little bit of money for my treatments, schizophrenia treatments. Borrow. I wasn't asking for like, hey, can you give me some? No, can I borrow? And I know he's doing well. He's a good businessman, and I thought he's my brother. And of course, he's not gonna say no. But guess what? He just actually, instead of saying no, he didn't even answer. Only through another relative, I found out that he actually decided to not help. It was a big surprise. I'm fine, but it just, wow. Sometimes even people that you own blood, your actual family, doesn't care about you. You know, when you actually need the help. So there are things like that, but don't let those things to affect you. Do not get lost in them. If you need help, if you need support, find people who are just like you, or going through what you're going through, or successful in it. Talk to them, learn from them. Yeah, guys. So I think that's good enough for today. Uh, Please like this video, share it, leave a comment, uh, ask some questions. I would like to know what you want to hear about, what you want to talk about. How's your life going? How's your struggle? And yep, have a good day.